Mrs. Ford was one of 19 Tory Remainers who wrote to Theresa May to condemn Brexiteers' calls for the Prime Minister to walk away from the Brexit negotiations with no deal. She said, "I have always said these are the most complicated negotiations of a generation. This is the point of our letter: don't walk away from the negotiations. We want to find a deal." She said she wants to have a deep partnership. We support that. We also say don't fix any red line because she needs the negotiating space to come back with the best deal. Sky News/GettyVicky Ford called on Prime Minister May to remain flexible to secure a Brexit deal with the EU. Speaking to Sky News, the MP for Chelmsford said flexibility is an important element of negotiations with Brussels due to possible last-minute opportunities to reach a consensus on the Brexit deal. Mrs. Ford, a former MEP for the East of England, said, "My experience of European negotiations, I spent 8 years in the European Parliament before coming to Westminster, is that often last-minute things come up that you weren't expecting. It's very important to keep as much flexibility as possible in the negotiations, which is why I think the responsible thing to do is say to the Prime Minister, keep your flexibility. Get through the first stage, take the time that you need and move on to the trade negotiations." In their letter, the Tory Remainers underlined Mrs. May's long-time commitment to a deep and special partnership with the EU and said this will help bring people together from different sides of the EU referendum debate. But Brexiteer MP Peter Bone told BBC host Joe Coburn he continued to back the PM and had offered his help in the negotiations with Brussels. He said, 477 days to go, another day nearer coming out of this dreadful European Union superstate, so that's good news. Vicky can write letters if she wants. I'm 100% behind the Prime Minister. In fact, I understand the Prime Minister is thinking about taking me to Brussels to sort the problem out. Mrs. May has been facing growing turmoil after a failed attempt to strike a deal with the European Union on the Irish border, a deal that could have pushed EU leaders to vote in favour of discussing future trade arrangements at the upcoming December EU summit in Brussels. Related articles: Kate Hoey says UK won't pay a penny to EU unless Britain gets a deal. Heseltine warns of take it or leave it offer from the European Union. Nigel Farage slams EU officials for hijacking Europe.